Hey guys, it's Logan, and welcome to another video. Sorry this one is kind of late. I have been very busy with school and other stuff. Um, but today we are doing Week 7 reactions plus Week 8 predictions, and I know you're saying Packers game already, or Packers and Cardinals game already happened. Pretty good game. We're still gonna talk about it. I'll give you what my prediction would have been. But yeah, getting into it. Thursday night football: Broncos at Browns. The Browns win 17-14. Cleveland is now 4-3. Denver is now 3-4. Super disappointing loss. Like, we lost to a backup quarterback who was on our team. A backup running back. Like, the Browns didn't have their two starting running backs, so really a third string running back who went over 100 yards on us. Super disappointing. And we just played awfully. Moving on. Panthers at Giants. Giants actually win this one pretty handily, 25-3, moving their record to 2-5, and Carolina to 3-4. Sam Darnold was actually benched in this game for his very bad play. If he continues to play like that, Carolina will not do great. Jets at Pats. Pats win in a massive blowout, 54-13. Moving their record to 3-4, and New York to 1-5. Chiefs at Titans. Titans win surprisingly 27-3. Pretty big win for the Titans. Still very weird team. They can win games against big opponents really easily, but sorry, lose games against really bad opponents also easily. But they moved to 5-2, and KC is 3-4. Washington at Packers. The Packers win 24-10. Green Bay is now 6-1, and Washington 2-5. Falcons at Dolphins. The Falcons won this one pretty closely, 30-28. Atlanta's 3-3, and Miami 1-6. Bengals at Ravens. Bengals absolutely destroyed the Ravens, 41-17. Both are 5-2 now, with the Bengals leading the AFC North because they beat the Ravens. So then Lions at Rams. Lions actually made this one kind of competitive up until the last 6 minutes, where it was just all Rams. The Lions threw an interception pretty close to the red zone, if not in the red zone. Anyway, Rams win 28-19, and they are 6-1 now, and Detroit still winless at 0-7. Eagles at Raiders. The Raiders win 33-22. Vegas is now 5-2, and Philly the opposite at 2-5. Titans at Cardinals. The Cardinals win this one pretty steadily, 31-5. At first they weren't doing too well. It was 5-0, and they were not good. Flipped it. Didn't let the Titans score again. They were 7-0, and Houston is 1-6. Bears at Bucks. The Bucks win 38-3. Tampa Bay is 6-1, and Chicago 3-4. Sunday night football: Colts at 49ers. The Colts win 32-18. Indianapolis moves to 3-4, and San Francisco at 2-4. Pretty good, decent win for the Colts. Their season is still alive within the AFC South. So I think San Francisco is completely out of it now. But moving on, Monday Night Football: Saints at Seahawks. Very disappointing game. Saints win 13-10, but for two pretty good offenses, it's just not what you want to see. But New Orleans is at 4-2, and Seattle is at 2-5. The Bills, Cowboys, Jaguars, Chargers, Vikings, and Steelers were all on their bye week. And my prediction record for this week, technically last week, was 9 out of 13. The Cardinals were the only undefeated team, and the Lions are the only winless. And division leaders, AFC West, the Raiders at 5-2. Bills lead AFC East at 4-2. AFC North, that's the Bengals, like I said, also 5-2. AFC South, Titans also at 5-2. Sorry, that's my dog. NFC West, Cardinals were 7-0. NFC East, Cowboys are 5-1. And NFC North, Packers 6-1. And finally, the Packers were 6-1. Finally, NFC South, Buccaneers at 6-1. Then, Week 8. So, last night's game, the Packers did win this one, 24-21, moving their record to 7-1, and the Cardinals at the same 7-1. My prediction was going to be the Cardinals would win 31-24 with Devontae Adams out and Allen Lazard out. So basically, all of Aaron Rodgers' receiving weapons outside of Aaron Jones were out. Also, their tight end. But I was going to say it's still Aaron Rodgers. He can find a way to make the game competitive. Sorry, a lot of dust in the air. But Packers do win. A lot of costly turnovers for the Cardinals. They had I'm pretty sure it was like 2 interceptions. Kyler Murray threw 3 interceptions. I'm pretty sure 2 of them were in his own 20, or returned to his own 20, so the Packers started in the red zone. And then the Cardinals muffed a punt, which means the returner doesn't properly catch the ball, and then the kicking team can get back, which the Packers did on the 1-yard line. They only got 3 points out of it, which is disappointing. But the final turnover cost the Cardinals the game. It was within 30 seconds, I want to say. The Cardinals were at in the red zone, 5-yard line-ish. Kyler Murray throws a pass. AJ Green just not looking, and then the corner just picks it off to seal the game. And again, 24-21. Moving on. Bengals at Jets. I think the Bengals win 28-17. The Bengals are rolling. Zach Wilson is out. The Jets suck. That's just what I think. Titans at Colts. I think the Titans win this one. Just a better team continuing to roll. Rams at Texans. Rams 35-14. Just a great team versus a really, really bad team. Steelers at Browns. Browns 24-20. Steelers ain't great, but it's a nice rivalry. And the Browns do still have some injuries, but I don't think the Steelers will be able to take advantage of that. Eagles at Lions. I think the Eagles won this one 22-17. 2 pretty bad teams, but I will continue to say this until the Lions prove me wrong. They suck and will not win. So I don't think the Lions win this game, even though the Eagles are also bad. So until they prove me wrong, until they show me any sort of potential of not completely blowing it, I will continue to bet against the Lions. Moving on, 49ers at Bears. I think the 49ers won this one 24-21. Both teams in pretty bad spots. But I think the 49ers are a little bit better. They've just been really disappointing this season, and their season is pretty much washed at 2-4. Unless you can go on a massive win streak, you're not really gonna bounce back from that. Same with the Bears. They cannot protect Justin Fields for crap, and so I don't think they will do that this game. So I do think the 49ers win that one. Panthers at Falcons. I think the Panthers win 27-24. Sam Darnold has not been good the past couple games, but the Falcons do not have a good defense. They do have a good offense, so they might be... But the Panthers have a good defense. So, kind of flip-flopping each team's strengths. So, Falcons, good offense versus Panthers, pretty good defense. And then Panthers, bad offense versus Falcons bad defense. So there you go. Dolphins at Bills. I think the Bills win this one 37-20. Buffalo. Buffalo is just a much better team. Overall, really good passing defense, really good passing offense, pretty okayish in run defense and offense. And then Pats at Chargers. I think the Chargers win this one 27-20. Sadly, even though, I kind of want the Chargers to lose because then they'd fall from the top of the AFC West. But I don't think they do. The Patriots are kind of hot, but the Chargers have a pretty good offense. Jaguars at Seahawks. I think the Seahawks win this one 28-24. Seattle's just been really disappointing. If they hadn't been, or if Russell Wilson wasn't injured, this would be a much, or a not as close prediction. But I do still think they get the job done against the Jaguars. If not, that'd be kind of funny. Washington against my Denver Broncos. This is a difficult one because I just have no faith in the Broncos at all. But Washington is also not a good team. So if we have any chance of anything, hopefully it's against Washington. But I think if we stop Terry McLaurin, we should be fine. This could swing either way. Just again, not much confidence in Denver. Bucks at Saints. This game could be pretty good. Depends which version of the Saints you get. And then the Bucks are always good. But I still think the Bucks win this one 32-24. Great offense, pretty good defense, especially in the running game, which Saints are mostly passing, but they have a really good running back. That was kind of what I was thinking in my head. Sunday Night Football, Cowboys at Vikings. This could be another pretty good game. Minnesota has a pretty underrated pass defense, and Dallas has a really great offense, running and passing. And Minnesota has good offensive weapons like Justin Jefferson, Dalvin Cook, Adam Thielen, all these guys. Anyway, I still think the Cowboys win this one 31-27. Monday Night Football, I think the Giants win, no, I don't think the Giants win. Sorry, Giants at Chiefs, I think the Chiefs win 35-28. This would be a lot closer than most expected, but the Chiefs have played very badly this season. But the Giants are still the Giants. I don't think they're very good. So, yeah, the Ravens and the Raiders are both on their bye week. So, that wraps up my predictions. Please make sure to like and subscribe and tell me what you think in the comment section below. And, as always, thank you all so very much. Peace.